Good afternoon, Savva from Savva Talk Spurs here, the day after the match before. How are we all feeling? Did many of you get to go to the game? What did you think of the game? Let's start with talking about this. Tottenham Hotspur, second in the table, 7 points from 9. It's been a very good start. I think if most people were offered 7 points from the first 9, I think we would have taken it. Chelsea away, very difficult ground. You would expect to beat Southampton and Wolves at home. So realistically, I think it's been a very, very good points return. Great start to the season. Not to forget, we did this last season. Hopefully, though, with a different manager, different mindset, we're not going to do what we did last season. So it's been very, very positive. What did you all think of the game? For me, you'll always get brutal honesty. I thought it was another very poor first half display. A worry for me that we keep coming out the blocks that slow. I thought Wolves demonstrated that they are a very, very good football team, but without a striker. Another team that I think would be very good and challenging for European places if they had a 20-goal-a-season man. This is what we said before the game. The day before, Kuva and I had done a video where we said that we think Wolves will have a lot of the game. We think they'll have a lot of chances, but they will not put their chances away. What happened? Well, as I said, we came out the blocks pretty slow, a bit sluggish. One thing I think under a Conte style is our passing isn't very good in general. I don't think we're a very good passing team. I think I would say that we are an efficient team. I would say that we are a system-based team, but the passing isn't very good. Now, that's okay. That's okay if you can get Kulusevski, Son and Kane into the game. First half, we struggled very much to do that. Second half, we definitely got Kulusevski and Kane into the game. Not so much Son. He's really struggled at the beginning of this season. That's okay to say, by the way. I know a lot of people get really upset. It's okay to say he's struggled. He'll come good. I'm not worried about that. But he is struggling to get any sort of momentum at the moment. But as we're saying, when you pass the ball as slowly as we do and you don't have that kind of midfield maestro that can put his foot on the ball and dictate a game like a Carrick did, almost like a Ruben Neves did yesterday for Wolves, someone who's always got time on the ball, I think you're always going to suffer. But as we upped the tempo in the second half, we started to look a bit more like Tottenham Hotspur, getting the ball out to Kulusevski, getting the ball to Kane, getting the ball to Perisic. We started to look a bit more dangerous. So hopefully what we start seeing in the next few games is we start seeing the tempo from the beginning of games. I think we've got to guard ourselves against is sometimes if you start with that slow tempo, in bigger games, you will find yourself 2-0 down, and recovering from that is more difficult than being 0-0 and hanging in. Not a criticism, just something I think we need to work on as we move forward. So as I said, second in the table, 7 points from 9 is very good. Them lot down the road have had a very good start to the season as well. I think a lot of Spurs fans are belittling them. A lot of Spurs fans I saw in the summer writing them off, saying that they were terrible. They've got a shocking manager. I think they're going to be right up there with us challenging for fourth. I really, really do. I feel that the depth in the Premier League isn't that good. I know everyone wants to talk about the Premier League being the best in the world. But once you go outside that top 3 and 4, I don't see a lot of quality there. Who is there? Past Arsenal, who is there? Villa, Leicester, West Ham, Leeds, Newcastle. Man United, I'm not really seeing a lot there. And what I think will happen, obviously it's only 3 games in, but I said this all summer, I think Arsenal will get enough wins and pick up enough points and score enough goals against the rest of the league that it will be down to what happens when they play the top teams. So I'm not writing Arsenal off for that top 4 yet. I'm not. I feel like they've got a good way of playing. I'll be honest, what I've seen of them this season, they've played some lovely football. They play a nice brand of possession football, the front 3 interchange. Saka and Zinchenko getting from the wing, from the wide rolls. Saliba looks a very good centre-back. So it's early days, but we'll see. But what it is doing, and I know everyone wants to hate Arsenal because they're our enemies, but I think it sets up a really nice battle for us throughout the season. I like that rivalry between Arsenal. I like knowing that we're there or thereabouts of each other and someone could, I like that. That's the point of sport, isn't it? Rivalries and battles. But I do think people were very premature in writing them off as a football team. If I look at their next three and our next three, in Arsenal's next three games, I did just have it on the screen and it has gone. Arsenal Football Club have got Fulham at home. You'd probably think that would be 3 points. They've got Villa at home, who are not going well at all. Probably another 3 points. And Man United away, who they won't be worried about playing. Then after Man United away, they've got Everton at home. Now, if you're an Arsenal fan, you'd be looking at those next 4 games and saying, you want at least 9 or 10 points. So early on in the season, lots of fans will say, oh, but they haven't played anyone yet, of course. But what the worry is in football, and anyone who's played at a professional level will tell you, winning games, no matter who you're winning against, breeds confidence. Yeah, it puts points on the board, it breeds confidence, and the players start believing in what they're doing. So just keep an eye on that one. Now, when we look at Spurs' next 3 games, where are we? Now, we are playing Nottingham Forest away next week. Ideally, you'd like to think we'll go there and win, but Forest are a bit of an unknown entity at the moment. So far, they've had a win, a loss, and a draw. Then we've got West Ham away, which is never easy. West Ham have not started well. Ideally, I think we should be going there and taking the points, but they always raise their game for us. Then we've got Fulham at home, which I fully expect to be 3 points. Now, at the beginning of the season, I was asked, from the 6 games, how many points do you think you'll get? I said that I think we would win 4, draw 1 and lose 1. I'm not sure where I stand with that at the moment. So far, we've won 2 and drawn 1. I think we will we will win another 2 of these next 3 games. I just feel there's a banana skin in there, whether it be Forest or West Ham. Hopefully I'm wrong, but from that, I would take, so that would be 13 points from 18, if I'm not wrong. 4 wins, 3, 6, 9, 12, and a draw, 13 points from 18. That's what I reckon. Have I worked that out well? No, I haven't. 4 wins, Yes, I have. 13 points from 18 games. I'd be happy with that as a return. What do you guys think? I know right about now, obviously this is pre-recorded, I know right about now in the comment section everyone will be saying Arsenal are crap, Arteta's a bad manager, they haven't got the depth, this, that, the other. But sometimes I like to take a step back and remove myself from that emotional attachment to Tottenham and look at the wider picture. I think it's going to be a lot closer battle than a lot of football fans think. What will happen with Chelsea? Will Chelsea overtake us today? Can Chelsea go to Leeds and win? Tough game. They're about to kick off. I'm recording this at about 3 minutes to 2. Can they go there and win? They brought in Gallagher for Kante. Other than that, it's an unchanged team. If they win that, they're right up there in the chasing pack. Man City, will they beat Newcastle? If they do, they go top again. So I think it's already setting itself up for me to be Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal, and I've got no doubt Liverpool will start picking up points in the next 3 or 4 games and be right up there. So the top 5 for me will be the same top 5 as last season. I don't see any shocks happening there. But will it be the same way around? Lots of questions to be answered rather. Will Liverpool drop off? Many people think so. I don't. Will Man City be as good as last year? I think they'll be as good, if not better. Will Spurs be better? I think we'll get more points. Will that be enough to get into 3rd? Possibly. I don't discount that we could finish 3rd. I've predicted Chelsea to finish 3rd, but that doesn't mean I don't believe we can. Can Arsenal get 4th? I believe they could. But I more realistically think they'll probably get 5th. If I was a betting man, which I am not with the bookies, I am going for City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal, i.e. the exact same 5 as last year. However, injuries to top players, 1 injury to Jesus, Arsenal haven't got a forward, an injury to Romero for a long time, and I'm worried about our back 3. Injuries to Van Dijk at centre-half for Liverpool. And Salah, it's all ifs, buts and maybes. And this is what makes these talking points great. But great start to the season. 7 points from 9. Arsenal out in front. It's a North London title challenge. Here we go. As always, please like, please subscribe. Please let me know your thoughts. How do you think this season's going to go for the top 5 clubs? And as always, come on, you Spurs. And one last thing, I will not be on the Spurs Corner tonight with Iggy, Stell, Will, and Henry, as I am off to a wedding in a minute. Take care, guys. Come on, you Spurs.